Stand by. I'm routing comm traffic through our mid-rim outposts. You're on a 6-second delay until I resynchronize the data stream. 3, 2, 1. Synced and secured. Tracking systems show you're in the castle lands of Alderaan. Enjoy the view, Cypher. I hear the mountains are lovely.
After the last few worlds, I'll be sure to appreciate it.
It'll keep you sane. Alderaan is governed by the wealthiest noble families in the galaxy. They've feuded for centuries, and are presently engaged in a full-scale war. You're here because Imperial intelligence believes that one of the noble houses, or a noble within one of the houses, is financing the Eagle's terror network.
What sort of financing are we talking about?
Money for weapons, transportation, bribes, anything the cells need. The Empire's resources are tied up supporting House Thul's efforts to claim the throne. But intelligence does have one asset: Vector Hillis. Vector was an Imperial ambassador to the nobles, but he was later repurposed. Now he's with the Killiks, Alderaan's native alien species.
You think this Vector knows something useful?
He's an expert on the political situation, but I should explain. When Vector approached the Killiks on a mission of diplomacy, they absorbed him into their collective intelligence. He's part of their hive mind. However, he continues to file activity reports, and we believe he's still loyal to the Empire, even if he's barely human anymore.
How's that possible?
Prolonged exposure to the Killiks induces physiological changes. He shares thoughts, feelings with them, but we don't know much more. We've requisitioned Vector from the diplomatic service and given him a need-to-know overview. You'll rendezvous at these coordinates. Use him to eliminate any noble or house funding the terrorists. Watcher 2 out.
My lady has never even met your lord. Why should she agree to marry him?
Welcome, sir. I bring the good wishes of Moff Sarek, the officer entrusted with annexing this planet. He has been anticipating your arrival.
I am at his service.
Good day, sir. Your services to the Empire are well known, to those with the proper clearance. I expect you care little for the niceties of politics here, so I will be brief. The Empire intends to use Alderaan's succession struggle to bring it into the fold, and I'm offering you the opportunity to play a pivotal role.
I'll need details before I put my neck on the line.
The heir to Alderaan's throne was recently assassinated, right after withdrawing from the protection of the Republic. The planet's in civil war, and for the first time in thousands of years, without the armies of the Republic to bring order.
A divided world will fall quickly.
Yes, we must make our move now, while the throne stands empty. We have an alliance with one of the noble houses, House Thul. The house was exiled 60 years ago after a failed bid for power, and came to us instead. Unfortunately, they have proven too weak to do what's needed.
Do they need the fear of the Emperor put into them?
Yes. Jorad, one of the Thul lords, insists on following Alderaan's rules of civilized warfare. I want you to show him warfare is far from civil. Several of Thul's vassal houses have rebelled since Thul's connection to us became public. This cannot be allowed. Take a slave collar from my man here and drag one of these rebels to our weak-willed Lord Thul. Kill the rest and leave them where they fall.
That's all I needed to hear.
These lords of Alderaan must lose their foolish pride. Those who will not bow must break.
Alderaan! Getting going.
What is... who... Crymar? Is that Crymar Novan? That's a free nobleman of Alderaan. Unhand him. Who are you? What's this about?
I work for the Empire. The Empire you swore to serve.
That wasn't exactly the terms of our agreement as I understood it.
All of Alderaan will be thrown into chains because of you!
If you cannot rule your own vassals, how will you rule a planet?
You heard that. Be silent if you wish any mercy. I've said before that being too harsh might stir greater rebellion, though, of course, that's up to you.
I believe that is up to me.
Sir.
Thul vassals will now think twice about rebelling.
Excellent. I am pleased with your work. Very pleased. I would like to make you the voice of the Empire in House Thul. Aid Jorad and his men in crushing resistance to our rule. Obey her as you would me, and with the same penalty for defiance. Tell her what must be done to secure Thul's hold on Alderaan.
Yes, sir. My lady.
Penalty for defiance? I like the sound of that.
I suppose the Moff expects us to take on House Organa. They're one of our oldest noble houses and loyal to the Republic. Until recently they've been without an army, but they've got supporters all over the planet, including here.
You'll never find them. They've got top-of-the-line cloaking, better than anything the Empire makes. No probes will get through, no spy sats, nothing.
You really are an idiot.
House Organa denied raising an army, claiming it's just patriots defending their lands. But their attacks are too organized. We'll never find every group. We need to get inside their planet-wide communications, and that means finding a base with a physical link to slice into.
Just tell me where to go.
The Organa guerrillas have a base hidden in some cave or other natural camouflage. There should be a master comlink there, guarded by their best soldiers. If you insert this computer spike, it'll give us a backdoor into all their communications.
Once we can hear them, there's nowhere on this world they'll be safe.
House Organa will not make another move without us knowing.
Only time I'm ever gonna be in a palace like this. Makes you want to kick out the nobles and run around naked.
Yes, this is the one, as the song schedule determined.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
We are Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros Nest. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Agent.
Cypher 9. I'm with Imperial Intelligence.
Of course. We trust our appearance doesn't disturb you. Our superiors in the diplomatic service find our joining disconcerting, but it was necessary. The joining allowed us to share thoughts and senses with the Nest, forge a bond between Empire and Kilix. The change is a small price.
Changed or not, you clean up well.
You're very kind. We'd rub forearms, but it might not translate. Yes, as to your target, Imperial Intelligence provided us with a list of names, dates, and locations connected to your terrorist financier.
Do you have an ID on the target?
We can't identify the financier himself, but your information shows he's visited House Organa, House Ceres, House Pantier, and House Cortes. Cortes is a vassal of the Empire's proxy, House Thul. If you show the Cortes Baron a copy of our findings, he might close in on your foe.
If I can manipulate a hut, I can handle a Baron.
A hut? Indeed. We must proceed to the Dance of Unlighting, but we'll remain here for the duration of your mission. We suggest you present yourself to Cortes as an ally of the Empire, show strength, and don't mention your intelligence connections.
Hold your guard. In the name of Baron Payar Cortes and the Cortes Barony, I demand you state your business or face expulsion.
How dare you speak this way to me? I am a Countess of House Thul.
House Thul? Forgive me, Your Highness. It's sometimes difficult to recognize an adopted heir.
I knew nothing of Thul emissaries either, Captain. I am Baroness Che Cortes, Your Highness. Forgive our inhospitality, but my husband has no time for visitors.
I believe he'll want to speak to me. It's a matter of life and death.
Aren't they all, though? Some days ago, we lost a squad of battle droids patrolling the borders of Cortes lands. That squad was our first line of defense. We believe the squad's disappearance may presage an attack, yet not one of our allies has come to our aid.
What happened to the squad exactly?
We don't know what destroyed our droids. They went silent. Until we find out, we must prepare for the worst. If you wish to make amends, send your troops to determine the fate of our patrol. Perhaps that will make my Baron smile again.
We'll do everything possible to make this right.
I'll leave you to Captain Perovius. I hope to see you under better circumstances.
Your Highness, if your men find the droids, tell them to activate the squad's homing beacon. Perhaps the data logs will help us.
show you my gun.
This is Captain Provius. A pleasure to hear from you, Your Highness. I'm impressed that you conducted the search personally. We're receiving the droid's logs now. You have my thanks.
I'd appreciate it if you let the Baron know about my help.
He'll hear. Don't you worry. At any rate, these logs are discouraging. The droid skirmish with the Killiks. Blasted bugs are on Cortez lands again.
Don't you get along with the Killiks?
I hope you're joking. Those creatures... I hear they take captives, transform them into slaves. I can't imagine a worse fate. I'll make sure the Baron knows. Those things won't build a new hive in Cortez territory. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure the Killiks will get your message.
Indeed. In the meantime, I have a message for you. The Baroness is offering you an invitation to the estate. You may return at your leisure.
The Baron is expecting you. This way, please.
Our guest has arrived, my lord.
Baron Payar Cortez, Sword of the Castle Lands. I hereby present to you the Honorable Countess Thul, emissary of her house. This woman risked herself in the service of House Cortez, valiantly recovering our lost patrol and identifying the Killik threat. In appreciation of her noble deeds, and out of respect for her accomplishments, I ask that you grant her recognition.
I so grant her recognition. I am Baron Payar Cortez, my lady. Welcome to my home.
Allow me to present Kaleo Janus, my loyal and trusted associate.
Such an exotic young woman. How is it you come to be here?
I slid out of Mama's womb and picked up a blaster. Now I'm your new friend's bodyguard. Of course, you and me could be friends, too. You got a nice place here. I could stick around a while.
Baron?
You are an intriguing creature, I admit.
Hear what he said? That was sweet.
Forgive the rat-attacky, Baron. Her species lacks restraint.
As I'm sure her other fine qualities compensate for it.
I knew I liked you, Baron. We should talk politics.
Tell me now, why do you seek my house? Is there a favor you would ask? An alliance you'd propose?
I need to identify a man. I think you might be able to assist.
I'll gladly help. Show me what you have. The dates in your files. Yes, we've had visitors at these times, but that's no surprise. I believe the guest you're looking for is Master Denry Ale. We've hosted him and his summit on a number of occasions.
Let's hear some more.
Denry Ale was once Lord Denry Ale, a powerful and respected man among the vassal houses. But some years ago, he abdicated his position.
He became a mediator dedicated to forging peace.
Strange you should ask about him now. For several weeks, Denry Ale has been missing. Whether off on some secret negotiation or something more regrettable, no one knows.
I know which possibility I'd wager on.
I'll begin looking into Ale's whereabouts through formal and informal diplomatic channels. If I can find him for you, I will. You may also wish to investigate the matter yourself. I'm sure House Thul has friends who can assist.
I appreciate your efforts, Baron.
In the meantime, you're welcome to stay as a guest. House Cortez prides itself on its hospitality.
We'll have to dine together. You can meet the Ack dogs.
The Baron has spoken. This audience is at an end.
Destination. Enjoy your stay.
Is it me, or are there more bugs than last time?
Welcome back. Your aura reflects your attunement to the great song.
Vector, good to see you again too.
Our observers saw you enter the Cortez estate. The fingerlings were listening and heard mention of Denry Ale. We met Ale during our time as ambassador. With his wealth and talent, he could be your target.
The Baron claims not to know his whereabouts.
We might be able to help. Our nest has had many joiners over the years, soldiers, children, nobles. We can search their memories and see what they know of Denry Ale.
Let's see what you come up with.
We remember Pabal Alder. When her speeder crashed, our foragers brought her to the hive. Our healers tended her. We became one. Her house, House Organa, an old house of scholars and antiquarians, granted Ale residence in honor of his work as a mediator. Ale kept records of his work in the older estate. If you can penetrate the estate's defenses, those records are yours.
Good work. I'll have those records in no time.
If we may be so bold. A warning. House Alder opposes the Empire, and the estate is always prepared for an Imperial attack, even a stealthy one. Be careful.
All right, make me look good. getting good.
Impressive work. You can see we now have access to the Organa systems. They're all talking about the the ruthlessness and brutality of the recent attack. They do train you Imperials well, don't they?
Crush this rebellion now, and you will not have to fight them again.
True. When everyone has bowed to us, there will again be peace on Alderaan. Now that we can monitor the Organa's communications, it should be possible to...
Lord Thul, the base is under attack.
Send aid quickly. Order Outpost 2 under attack. I repeat, under attack.
Perimeter defense is breached. We're under attack by assault droids. Repeat, a coordinated attack by probe and assault droids.
Blood of the Queen!
Sounds like you need a little Imperial support right now.
Yes. Show those backbiters that the Empire stands behind House Thul. The data says all 3 border posts are under attack. Looks like a coordinated effort. Hunter-killers and probes. All I've got out there is a skeleton crew. You're the only one close enough to reach them in time. Please, save my bases, and bring me the memory cores from any probes you destroy. I want to know who's behind this. Good luck.
I'll bring you the heads of those droids, and their master.
Thank you. Now hurry!
All right, make me look good.
getting good. All right, we've got a problem. I told you about my ex-partners, how they decided to come after me? Well, that's fine. I can deal with that. What's not fine is when random freaking bounty hunters come after me because they smell a trend.
It'll be all right. Tell me what's going on.
Don't give me that garbage. Guy's called the Menace. Never worked with him, never dated him, never heard of him. He's tracking me down. Apparently got a rep as a duelist. Probably wants to auction me to anyone with a grudge.
This has gone far enough. We hunt him down and send a message.
I like it when you talk that way. I'll let you know when I have a plan. You and me, we're gonna get these people.
I cannot thank you enough for your quick work. I don't know what the Organas were after, but that attack was long in the planning.
It was a costly defeat for them.
Oh, they have deep pockets, but it won't be quick to rebuild such a force. Who's the source of these? What were they looking for? And quickly!
The programming signatures point to Lord Cedric Kilesa.
Lord Kilesa is my vassal. He swore loyalty to me personally when we returned from exile.
The most loyal often bear the most watching.
The parameters indicate the probes were to join an assault team in a... My lord, this program indicates an assault team massing in a tunnel between here and the Kilesa estates. I don't find any such tunnel on the blueprints.
The siege tunnel! Blood of a queen! They're coming through the siege tunnel!
What are you talking about?
There's an old tunnel between here and Cedric's estate. It was the escape route in ancient times in case of a siege. No one's used it in centuries, but the tunnel opens right under this room. What are we going to do?
I will hold back this army myself if I have to.
You have proven a better friend than I expected. Moff Sarek gave us cartons of thermite explosives. They take time to set up, but they pack a punch. If you take them into the siege tunnel, you can collapse it on Cedric and his army. Seal the access, so they can't threaten us again.
You should have sealed it off the minute you went to war.
You have taught me the importance of taking action. There's an entrance to the tunnel nearby. The storeroom is in the same area. I'll recall my troops to defend the surface, but there's no doubt the real battle will be below. Thank you.
You and me? Getting good. Make me look good.
So, you're the Imperial puppet who taught House Thul to bite instead of bark. Does he lick your hand? Fetch your slippers? Real Alderaanians will never bow to the likes of you.
I'm here to kill you.
Then do it. Another will rise in my place, and another after that, until the last infant child. If you had a shred of decency, you'd settle this like a woman of honor. Instead, you hide behind a carton of explosives.
This tunnel's coming down.
Even our ruins are more alive than your empire. Retreat!
The Kalazes just surrendered. My men are returning from the outpost to take them into custody. When they saw the tunnel explode around their lord, every man among them laid down their arms. I will tell Moff Sarek of your heroism immediately.
Take 10 heads for every one traitor, and they will not rebel again.
The Thuls need not fear any further rebellion in their ranks. It would be a waste to pin down one of our best operatives here any longer. General Stanul Thul is coordinating our efforts near House Ord. Speak to him if you'd like to take a further role in this conquest.
You have saved my house's dream of ruling our world, and taught me much about what that will mean. I will not forget.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay. Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Stanul Thul, I was told you want to see me. Yes, Moff Sarek said you'd be here. We've had an inspection team lost to the Killiks for days now, advisors from Droman Cast. They were inspecting one of our mining sites for lanthanide deposits. But in the middle of their inspection, the entire place was overrun by Killiks. We've had no communication for days.
I want the full briefing. Risk assessment, strategic importance, all of it.
Moff Sarek wants the inspection team rescued, and fast. Apparently some of them hold serious rank off-world. And the Killiks don't exactly respond to negotiations. They're the native aliens here, giant bugs with just enough sentience to shoot a blaster. Attacking these Killiks would take half our army, but apparently I'm too close to the problem to strategically assess its value.
Sounds like there may be someone specific you want rescued.
Yes, it's true. My daughter, she was leading the inspection team. I don't know if she's alive or dead. If you can find her, find our advisors, free them if they're prisoners. I promise you a reward that will leave me bankrupt.
I will not let these aliens kill your daughter. Or the advisors.
Thank you. For myself, even more than for my house.
Making look good.
Rise and shine.
Bless you. In the name of the Emperor. You saved my life. I thought I'd rot in there.
Have removed those who are not of the nest. Had they stayed, they would have learned the peace of the joining. We will not deny you your prize. But leave now. There has been a song of swarming. We have claimed these mines for the nest.
I am looking for Stanor Thul's daughter.
Once we were called Daria Thul. Now we are known as new child of the Ukanuku nest. We have tasted the gel and scented the egg chamber. We have joined.
I'm here to get you out of this.
You are mistaken. We are not here against our will. We have joined the kind. There is peace in the nest, a love that comes of sharing one mind. It is a gift beyond measure. We will never return.
How can you live like this?
How do you live in a world where everyone is a stranger, where a smile may conceal a knife in the back? Stanor Thul is not my family. He and his kind have brought war to Alderaan in the name of their own power. Here we are safe. Here we are at peace. Here we will stay.
Come with me, or die along with every Killik here. That's your only option.
No, we will never. We are hearing the voice of the nest. We have decided it is not worth many losses to save one. The nest has spoken. We will return.
down. Show you my gun. Figure to run a planet like this, you've got people slaving and freezing to death year-round. Nobles drink, workers bleed.
Thank you. My medics are treating the inspection team for shock, but they seem otherwise unharmed. I wish I could say the same for my daughter. It is clear those monsters have drugged her, brainwashed her. I've heard of this, something in the pheromones that joins their captives to their hive mind.
She may still recover. Be patient with her.
I only wish I could have protected her.
General Thul, excuse me. It is urgent I speak with my rescuer at once. I'm Agent Craig Graff, Imperial Intelligence. It was no accident those Killiks attacked when they did. The Ulgos pushed them toward that mine.
Are the mines so important?
The mines are nothing. Not until we get production going on lanthanide. It was a decoy. The push was orchestrated by the Ulgos to distract us from something they're calling Operation Sunshower.
Let's hear some more.
I've heard that term. It's come up a few times in the chatter we're getting from our back door into the Organa networks.
It's a baradium detonator, a massive explosive. They plan to strike at the heart of Thul lands. The detonator's being transported by Boris Ulgo's elite soldiers. former Republic Special Forces, with the best weapons they could take, and all the training the Republic gave them.
I won't let them get a direct shot in.
Just before the Killiks arrived, we acquired a data file that I believe to be the launch codes for the detonator.
If you really wish to strike fear into the heart of the Ulgos, get into the camp where they're holding it and set it off prematurely. It won't be the full force of the weapon, but let it be Ulgo that perishes, not Thul.
Agent, it's good to see you. Yes, we apologize. The nest has been invigorated by star dancing. If you could smell the pheromones, you'd understand our restlessness.
Having trouble controlling the Killiks?
There's nothing to be concerned about. The hive is growing, and we all benefit. We even have a gift for you. These orbs contain white membrosia, rare nectar produced by our givers. Pull back the wax and sip. You'll find it gives strength and healing.
Practical, but exotic. I like it.
We hoped you might. In any case, how's the search for Denry Ale?
Here, I located the files in House Organa.
This is perplexing. It looks like Ale funded the destruction of the Dominator and the assassination of Darth Jadus. But the rest is very odd. Have you shown this to Baron Pear?
I was just on my way.
Of course. We appreciate being kept apprised. We know you're under no obligation. We'll be on alert, should you need anything else. The nest embraces our unity.
Welcome back. I'll let the Baron know you're here.
My dear, you shouldn't concern yourself with trifling details.
I am concerned. This house needs all I can give, not just my gardening skills.
Enough, we'll speak later. Your Highness, it's a pleasure to see you on such a chilly day. But if you're here about Denry Ale, I must disappoint. I've been gathering information, yet I cannot locate him with any certainty.
This data from House Organa might help.
These records... They are the pieces of a puzzle my own sources left incomplete. It appears that some weeks ago, Master Ale arranged a secret meeting with House Rist. That meeting is doubtless occurring as we speak.
Ale's not meeting with anyone. He's hiding.
I defer to your judgment. Still, be cautious. House Rist is a stain upon the nobility. A house of slayers and poisoners. I suggest you wait for Denry Ale's return. A month, perhaps 2. Don't earn the Rist assassins' ire by interfering in their affairs.
Unfortunately, my mission is urgent.
I admire your energy, but these games should be played with caution. Confronting Rist will do no good. Now, I must cut this discussion short. I have other matters to attend to. See to our guest, my lady. Make certain Cortes' hospitality remains second to none.
I'm sorry about my husband. He's a busy man, and a brave one. Just not brave enough to confront the House Rist.
A war against House Rist would get both of you killed.
He believes that. Maybe he's right. Maybe that's why I'm so frustrated. Everything the Baron said about Rist is true. They are a stain on society, and a foe of Cortes. When I was a child, Rist assassins poisoned my father and slit my brother's throat. Justice was never done.
Why are you telling me this?
The Baron won't listen to my ideas. But you could show him the meaning of bravery. You could show all the houses that defying Rist isn't hopeless. Find Denry Ale, fight the assassins, and go with all our hopes.
I don't like assassins. I'll make sure they remember my visit.
You gladden my heart. I'll leave you alone. I'd warn you to be careful, but I know you will be.
me look good.
Thank you. You are again Thul's savior, saving our lands from devastation and death.
Your heroism will serve as an inspiration for the rest of my career.
I'm proud to have served the Empire.
The Ulgos have retreated to mourn their casualties. Perhaps I should do the same.
My superiors have been asking about you. There is some intrigue happening with House Rist. Trouble for our allies. If you're interested, look for Dathis Elgin. Moff Sarek has already commended you to him.
Figure to run a planet like this, you've got people slaving and freezing to death year-round. Nobles drink, workers bleed.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Ah, Agent. Dathis Elgin, Imperial advisor to House Thul. Am I glad to see you. House Thul faces a crisis that threatens to undermine their entire position on Alderaan. And the Empire's as well.
It can't be that bad, can it?
I am not prone to exaggeration. House Rist, Alderaan's House of Assassins, is currently aligned with the usurper House Ulgo. But there was a time when Rist did all manner of secret jobs for whomever paid. Now the dirty details of those jobs are threatening to get out.
Next time, don't hire assassins.
Every noble house on Alderaan has done underhanded things. Thul is not unique. A former Rist assassin, kicked out for revealing the identity of one of his employers, is blackmailing Thul. He says he'll reveal every assassination, every kidnapping, every conniving thing Thul has done unless we pay him.
Just tell me where he is and I'll kill him.
I'd rather not have him killed if possible. It raises too many questions. We've arranged a meeting to deliver payment, but he's recruited some of Rist's best assassins to his side. I don't trust him. That's why I need you. Someone strong enough to withstand whatever trap he intends to spring.
Consider it done.
This man wants to establish his own House of Assassins, and he has demanded land and a title as payment for his silence. Take this case and meet him at the assigned meeting place. If he takes the bribe, fine. If not, kill him.
Well, brother, would you look at this? I wasn't expecting anyone so professional. I guess Thul isn't half as stupid as I thought. It won't do them any good, but I give them points for trying. Now, if you'd kindly hand over the payment.
I'm not giving you a thing until I'm sure there are no tricks.
Tricks? We've only just met. You already know me so well. I thought Thul would send some scrawny diplomat I could take hostage, but you'll fetch a higher price.
I'm going to enjoy kicking your face in.
Don't get your hopes up. We've been doing this our whole lives.
Stop this, Kai. She has the better of us, and besides, it's not worth it! The evidence is already on its way to House Ulgo. He had no intention of giving it to you.
You will all pay for this.
Sam, you idiot! We could have been counts!
You've lost all sense of honor. Lying and stealing? I swore to live by a code. The runner with the evidence is delivering it to Ulgo's son, Vesix.
Sam, you'd betray your own brother? I'll kill you for that!
Damn it, Kai. I'm sorry. Look, the coordinates the runner was headed to are in the console over there. You might be able to catch him if you hurry. I'll take Kai's assassins. I promise, neither you nor Thul will hear from us again.
We won't be so merciful the second time.
I won't forget it. We owe House Thul a big favor. Good luck recovering that evidence.
I take the fact that you're rummaging around in the assassin's files to mean that the meeting didn't go well.
The assassin tried to take me hostage.
I expected as much. Spare no detail. If Vesix Ulgo gets that evidence, soon every house on Alderaan will know who Thul hired Risk to kill, and when. They won't just banish Thul, they'll destroy them. And the Empire's chances on Alderaan will die with them.
Just give me a chance to find Ulgo, and stop them from distributing the evidence.
That may be easier said than done. Vesix Ulgo commands a squad of the most highly trained commandos on Alderaan. They have even defeated Jedi. But you may stand a chance. I have to ask you to recover that evidence, quickly.
I could use a break from the tough jobs.
Thank you so much. Find the evidence, destroy it, and I promise you double the reward when you return.
Getting good.
Tell me you've defeated Wessex. Tell me you managed to destroy the evidence of Thul's misdeeds before Ulgo was able to distribute it.
Looks like all that's left is to settle the bill.
Never in my entire life have I been so relieved. Here is a reward from House Thul. You've done a great thing for the Empire. I hope you realize that.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Agent, I'm ordered by my superior, Darth Victus, to place you into direct contact with him at once. Please stand by.
Ah, Cypher 9. I've heard much about you. Your record of service to the Empire is most impressive. I am Darth Victus. I am granting you the opportunity to serve your Empire even further. Immediately.
It's hard to say without knowing more.
The task at hand involves House Pantier, the weakened former rulers of Alderaan. Though most believe them wiped out, a few stragglers yet survive. These surviving Pantiers are needed to legitimize House Thul's eventual rule. We are creating an understanding with them even now, but the forces of House Ulgo plan to interfere.
How can I serve the Empire in this matter, my lord?
Ulgo has strike teams massing Thranta for transport. They intend to assault the Pantier's mountain hideaway and slaughter all surviving members of the House. The eradication of House Pantier would greatly impede our plans for House Thul's ascendance. It cannot be allowed. You will find the Ulgo strike teams and destroy them at once.
Yes, my lord.
When it is done, report back to Lieutenant Muir. We will continue our discussion then. Farewell.
Good luck.
You and me? Getting good. down, dirtbag.
was starting to wonder if we'd meet face to face. Welcome to House Rist. My name is Denry Ale, but of course you know that, and so much more, after stealing my records.
I know you're funding the Eagle and his terror network.
Do you really? How satisfying for you. Not that it matters. When we heard you were on your way, I arranged for my friends at considerable expense to prepare a traditional Rist welcome.
In other words, you planned this. Did someone tip you off?
Let's just say I'm not the only person on Alderaan to believe the Empire's become a problem. Now, should you manage to drive past the poisoned blades of my Rist friends here, I'll warn you, I am a skilled duelist. But I doubt that'll be relevant. Gentlemen, you may kill the intruder.
You and me, we're getting good.
You worthless filth! You may have killed me, but you can't take away what I've achieved. I worked for peace on Alderaan. I showed the houses how to settle their differences. What have you ever done for decent men?
I protect decent people from terrorists like you.
You blind fanatic. You never understand.
Master Ian, I'm sorry to disturb, but this message must reach you in time. The situation's grown worse. The thorn in my side knows you're visiting House Rist, and I believe she'll soon give chase. She's dangerous, Denry. She's in league with my husband, and somehow gained access to your personal journals. You're going to need protection. I know the Rists aren't committed to working for us yet, but I hope you can convince them to help you. I'm sure you can sway them somehow. You've a way with words.
Halt! Leave Cortez lands immediately, or be forcibly expelled.
What are you talking about?
The Baroness has revoked your access to the estate. She's ordered all defenses raised. You may as well turn around. We've got blast doors, force fields. This estate is designed to repel an army.
All right, I'm leaving, Captain.
Then you'll forgive me if I make absolutely certain. All droids, attack now!
Fun. You don't think blasters are going to get us through here, Agent. Maybe we should talk to your bug boy. And me? Getting going. Make me look good. All right, make me look good.
Ready for departure. Enjoy your stay.
Agent, come inside. The nest is prepared to defend you.
Yeah, that's what you need these bugs for. Defending us.
Our observers saw what happened. Why did Cortez turn on you? How can we help?
Turns out the Baroness is working with the terrorists.
The Baroness? This is unexpected. The nest has studied the Cortez estate's defenses and deemed them formidable. The interior shields are designed for squads of human attackers. The perimeter security systems are meant to combat armies and Killik swarms.
Can we disable the shield somehow?
The power generators are behind the main estate. They're well guarded, but they might be sabotaged from the inside. If I could reach the generators, I could release a swarm of fingerling Killiks. Our smallest brethren can easily slip through the cracks and damage the machinery.
You've got miniature saboteur bugs.
Yes, there are times when smaller bodies prove useful.
If you two are taking out the shield generators, I'll keep the Cortez patrols busy. Maybe poach something nice.
We'll meet up after this is over.
You and Bug Boy have a good time.
Each of us can carry a handful of fingerling eggs. Once our young destroy the shield generator, we can proceed inside.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay. Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Welcome back. Probes have confirmed the full elimination of Ulgo's strike teams. I will contact Darth Victus immediately. My lord, Lieutenant Muir, the matter is dealt with.
Perfect. The Empire is fortunate to have such a capable servant. This accomplishment will be well rewarded.
It's my duty to serve.
You have served the Empire well, but there is yet more to be done. I am currently engaged in negotiations with the Pantia survivors at their mountain hideaway. I will arrange for you to be allowed inside. Be sure to conduct yourself cautiously. The Pantia hideaway is neutral soil. They won't tolerate uncalled-for aggression. One obstacle still stands before our plans for House Thul. Boris Ulgo, the supposed king of Alderaan himself. We'll speak more when you arrive.
Farewell, Agent.
Slowly. Let's get to the power generators. We have eggs to deliver. Take it slowly. freeze. We are wary. Fingerlings have ruined the power generators. We should find Baroness J. We are wary.
What have you done?
Baron, I beg of you.
You have made an enemy of the Empire. You have brought vermin into my house.
I swear, I only wanted to protect us.
Silence! My honored guest, I bow my head in surrender, and I apologize for what's become of Cortez.
I'm here for your wife, Baron. She's committed terrorist offenses against the Empire.
I fought the only way I could. All I ever had was money.
Our reinforcements have arrived. We will attack on your signal.
I knew nothing of my wife's conspiracy. She only confessed once the house defenses were down. But I will make amends. Now, Captain.
You're an honorable man. I appreciate your sacrifice.
I had no other choice. Now, take your insects away from this place. We can discuss further recompense as civilized people.
We're afraid that's not your decision, Baron. Denry Ale and the Baroness are dead. With our assistance, the terrorist funding has been stopped. Now the nest will claim its price.
I should have expected something like this. What do you want, Vector?
House Cortez will make a perfect extension of the hive. These rooms will become egg chambers and membrosia pools. The family can become joiners.
What? You cannot do this! I gave you my wife!
House Cortez opposed the Empire and must be subdued. The nest is growing and must expand its territory.
Do what you have to do. I'm finished here.
Excellent. We will secure the estate. The injured will be tended to and transformed. The dead will feed the larvae.
Damn you, damn all of you! House Cortez will have revenge!
Protect the Baron and attack!
The hive is secure. The injured will be tended to and transformed. The dead will feed the larvae.
I went along with this, Vector, but I don't need the details.
Of course, we understand. Now, we'd like to bring this mission to a close. With your permission, we'll upload House Cortez's data to Imperial intelligence.
This is Keeper to Cipher 9. I'm receiving your transmission. Watchers are reviewing the Cortez logs now. It looks like you've wrapped up the terrorist financing situation. Congratulations.
I'm proud to be of service, sir.
Preliminary analysis suggests the Eagle's terror network will run low on funds within weeks. The cells will look for alternative credit sources, of course. Let's not give them the chance to find any.
We'll keep them on the run. Anything else?
One other thing. I contacted Vector's superiors in the diplomatic service, and we've reached an agreement.
Sir?
Your requisition has been made permanent. You've been officially transferred to Imperial intelligence. Cipher 9, from now on, Vector Hellis will act as a covert assault agent under your command. Understood?
Sir, don't I get some say?
No. Imperial intelligence believes Vector Hellis is a useful tool, and someone needs to test him.
We understand your mistrust. We'll do our best to demonstrate we're worthy of the position.
Once you're through on Alderaan, return to your ship for debriefing. Watcher 2 should have updates ready for you. In the meantime, instruct Vector as you see fit. I expect he'll require additional training.
I'll handle it.
Good. Stay alert, Cipher. Keep her out.
The Nest is pleased with the Empire and encourages this opportunity. We remain Dawn Herald, but we will travel at your side.
You've been with the Killiks a long time. Any anxiety about leaving the Hive?
Perhaps. It has been our home since transformation. But we've always been an emissary. First from the Empire to the Killiks, and now from the Killiks to the galaxy. It should be a fascinating experience. Heading out.
Hey.
Good, you've arrived. Allow me to introduce you to Lord Alderaan-Pantier, nephew of the late Queen Solara Pantier, rightful Queen of Alderaan. Your Lordship, this is the hero I spoke to you about. The one who prevented Ulgo's barbarous attack against your noble house.
It is an honor to meet you. My family owes you a great debt. You will always be welcome in the home of Pantier.
I was merely doing my duty.
The elimination of House Ulgo's strike teams has forced them to draw men from their castle guard. The heart of their house lies exposed. Given your exemplary service in defense of House Pantier, Lord Oren has deigned to grant you an opportunity to shape the future of Alderaan.
Boris Ulgo, head of House Ulgo, has betrayed the noble laws of Alderaan and stolen the throne for himself. It will be your task to remove it from him.
I'd be proud to help out.
Just as I told you, your lordship, the servants of House Thul and its allies are as fearless as they are loyal.
So I see, Lord Victus. So I see. Please, do everything within your power to capture Boris Ulgo alive. The people of Alderaan deserve to see that usurper face justice. They deserve...
Begging your pardon, my lord. An urgent matter requires your attention.
Very well. Tell me what's happened.
Captured alive, you will do no such thing. Even in chains, Boris Ulgo is a threat to House Thul's ascendants. He must be killed at all costs.
Why do we care about Boris Ulgo? He's just one man.
Boris Ulgo was a Republic war hero. He only claimed the throne in order to challenge House Thul and the Empire. As long as Boris Ulgo lives, he could influence people against our cause. Remember that.
My apologies. Now you understand the gravity of the task being given to you, don't you? Boris Ulgo is at the center of a castle stolen from our house, surrounded by an army of loyal troops. Until now, no one has dared challenge his position.
No amount of security can prevent infiltration.
We waited so long. This will be a momentous day. I must make preparations. I'll arrange for a special detachment of our elite Queen's Guard to move in behind you and collect the usurper once the job is done. Good luck.
Do not fail us.
You my gun.
And here we are. It's just as I predicted. A mere tool of the Sith Empire, just like the beasts in House Thul, sent to wrench the throne of Alderaan away from those who rightfully possess it.
You should know better than anyone how common regime changes can be.
Fool! Don't you have any idea what you're trying to do here? What those monsters have put you up to? I was the only one strong enough to do what was necessary. The people of this world deserve a leader who will defend them. I will not surrender this throne for you or for anyone else. Only I can keep it safe. Only I can protect Alderaan.
Time's up. You're dead.
I believe I've tolerated your intrusion long enough. Destroy this assassin men! Defend your king! defend Alderaan!
Make me look good. You and me, we're getting good.
This is not over. I'm not dead yet. I won't let you win. I won't let the Empire's shadow fall over Alderaan.
So ends the reign of Boris Ulga.
For Alderaan!
Area's secure, everyone. Looks like the hard part's been taken care of. That's him, isn't it? Boris Ulga has finally been defeated. The usurper's reign has finally ended. Lord Orin, The mission was a success. Boris Ulgo is dead.
Dead? That's no more than that traitor deserved, I suppose. Lord Victus, our house owes you and House Thul a great debt.
You are very gracious, your lordship. We are only too happy to grind this treacherous scum under heel on behalf of the people of Alderaan. Isn't that right?
A simple, high-profile assassination. No trouble at all.
The quality of your training is certainly without question. You have removed Boris Ulgo from the throne and proved House Thul's commitment to the future of Alderaan. So, you will have my support.
Will your influence be enough to persuade those misled brothers and cousins of yours who have sided with House Organa?
I'll do my best, but the Organos may not take well to losing. I fear this conflict could be far from over.
If you ever need my help again, you only need to ask.
I will certainly be keeping you in mind. Your work is done for the time being. You can go on about your own business.
House Pantier will never forget what you've done for us. Thank you.
This is Watcher 2 to Cipher 9. Verify that you're receiving and prepare for takeoff. We've located the Eagle.
Watcher 2, you're fantastic.
I certainly am. And you're going to love this. We knew the Eagle had abandoned his old base, but until you neutralized that last cell, we didn't know the details. Now we do. The Eagle is on Hutter. Get there as soon as you can.
It all comes back to the beginning.
For you, at least. I have to go now, Cipher, but I'll brief you on site. Watcher 2 out.